bring up about Gamergate is the arguments that you'll come across. Um, like many people, you might be in a position where you think, I'm a nice guy, or a nice girl, whichever the case may be. I think that my values in this are very right, and therefore I don't feel that I should be too hard on anyone who opposes me. I'll try and be extra reasonable, extra sweet, extra nice, and bring them around to my way of thinking. Perhaps even you're thinking in a bit of a weakened position, being in Gamergate on what is quite often seen as the other side of the debate, which is the least talked about, least publicised, and what have you, least popular perhaps. And so from that, you're how can I say, you're very much being too nice. Okay, and that's what it comes down to. I guess what I really want to say here is don't be nice. You don't have to. I'm not saying to be an absolute arse, but at the same time, you don't have to be extra nice to these people. The things that they come up with, and I guess the tricks and traps of trying to change the narrative or change the discourse, you don't have to entertain that at all. Okay, here's an example, just a small example, that they talk about the Vivian James mascot being a representation of rape. Okay. Her colours are rape colours, and that's very much stated. The thing to keep in mind with that, though, is that, and this is what I say. Okay, so I mean, regardless of what they may or may not have used in respect to the colours in 4chan or what have you, firstly, what are murder colours? Theft colours, arson colours, fraud colours. Oh, there doesn't happen to be any fraud colours or arson colours or murder colours or anything like that. Okay, so there's not actually any colours that signify anything else but rape. Isn't that convenient? So, I mean, as far as an argument, I mean, notwithstanding the fact that 4chan's head honcho banned a whole heap of people who were involved in Gamergate on the basis that it was involved with some female from a rival game journalist site. I mean, this is all just bullshit. I mean, are they on our side? If you want to go down the 4chan road, we'll go there. We'll visit that. It's a bullshit narrative that can be thrown out, pretty much disregarded. But they'll use something like that to try and get a little bit of wriggle room. How bad we are. Disregard it. You don't have to humour these idiots. The other thing that comes up a lot is this want to push and to associate these death threats and what have you with Gamergate. Okay. And in fact, when questioned, they'll quite often just look like deer in the spotlights, Gamergate, what was it? It's Gamergate, There's nothing there. Do they have any proof? Have any evidence? Do they have anything that would lead us to suspect that it's either not self-done, which I'm not saying it is, but we don't know until we've got evidence one way or the other. Do we have any evidence it wasn't done by someone on the anti-Gamergate side trying to frame us? No. Do we have any evidence that it's a third-party troll? We've actually got quite a few. Well, we've got an instance of that Brazilian troll who was Anita Christian, for example, that Celebriano dude or whatever, trying to clickbait. Okay, but we've also got GNAA and Something Awful forums, both trying to take some kind of credit or suggest that they had something to do with some of the trolling. We're getting people on both sides being trolled. I mean, all of this seems to indicate that the the idea that it must be Gamergate, that it must be involved with us, that it must be on the people pro Gamergate side, a lot to suggest it isn't. Um, so trying to be polite and trying to say, oh, well, we might have had something to do with it in some respect, and that's some of us, and, but only a small minority and whatever, don't do it at all. I want to make that very clear, is that entertaining these people and giving them a little bit of compromise, giving them a little bit of wriggle room. Why? What do we get out of it? Where's our benefit? Now, I can see the benefit for them. I mean, we get nothing out of it. And it's not true. Why would we want to? You'll see this kind of thing again and again. And you pull them up on it, like I do constantly. And what do? Well, they'll let it die for a few conversations. And then they'll say something which sneaky like, oh yeah, but we don't. Well, that's all well and good, but we don't threaten women or something like that. And you say, hang on just a moment. What's this about threatening women? Didn't we just talk about this? And they go silent again. And, eventually I'll get pissed off and I'll say, how come you're personally giving these death threats to these women? And they'll say, oh, well, I haven't. Yes, you have. You did that and you did it to frame us. Well, what are you talking about? Oh, I haven't done any of that. Yes, you have. You did. And I demand you take some type of shame in it. You should accept that you've done it, and on the basis of what I've said. They say, well, you can't do that. I certainly didn't, and I find it very insulting, and I wasn't a party to that. And you say, well, this is the level, the standard of proof that you're demanding of us. Just guilt before anything else. The death to Brianna troll, whoever that was, as soon as that was posted on Twitter, I was actually there. I was one of many who jumped on it, reported it, condemned it, rallied the troops, got everyone from pro Gamergate side who was on at the time to get it wiped out in minutes. The harassment patrol that for Gamergate that we've got, very effective, and it's all run by us. Having said that, the people who knock and the people who have take no effort in doing, patrolling or to knock the trolls on the head is the anti-Gamergate side. They tend to put it all down as our problem. In fact, I've seen one at one stage suddenly say, clean up your garbage, jump on this. Why are you letting these in? And I turned it back on her. I said, take out your own garbage. Why should we do your bidding? You clean up your mess. And they say, oh, well, it wasn't our mess. It wasn't ours either. Clean this person up. If you've got a problem, take care of it. We take care of what we see. You take care of what you see. Don't put it on us. They didn't understand it. It's just this assumption it's us. Don't take it. Don't accept a problem that isn't yours in the first place. It's sneaky. It's underhanded. And, they'll be bringing up things like, oh, well, look how you guys found it. Okay, yeah, let's look how we found it. Was it all involved with Zoe Quinn? No. So let's not take responsibility for that. People take too much responsibility. People that they try and make us all conservative, white, neck-bearded teenagers or early 20s in the basement with their parents. No, that's bullshit. They want us all to be right-wing. That's bullshit too. All of it is. Don't take it. Don't accept it. Don't humour it. Take into account that most of the arguments will be that way. And why would we want the compromise? I don't want these people helping me. I don't want these people. I don't want to have to give up anything in order to appease them. or to weaken the cause. No, just take them out. We we're not going to actually get anywhere. And gamers should know this. You don't play to draw. You don't keep prisoners. Um, you don't give up halfway through the game. You don't. You just grind. You grind away, and you get there. Now, what's the end result that we want? Well, I'd ask different people. You get different answers, perhaps. But from my perspective, I want a new lot of networks brought up from the ashes, if you like. The smaller indie games who've stuck by us, the smaller journalists and blogging networks that have written positively about us. Um, these people deserve our support. The people that support us should be supported by us. And we should do everything we can to build up a network of people where there's trust, and build them up. Um, and I've mentioned that in another video, so I won't, beat a dead horse on that. But the other companies, burn them to the ground, metaphorically. Take away their readership, siphon it off. Um, don't humour them. Certainly don't compromise with them. Don't accept anything that they say as, something to work on. Even if they all came around and started printing lovely articles, I don't want to be around them. They're untrustworthy. I don't want to give them let-offs. I don't want to come to the table. I don't want to concede at anything. Don't. And look, I hope you all agree. You may not. I don't care. In either case, leave your comments below. Anything good, bad, indifferent, it doesn't really bother me. And anything that you want me to further discuss, please do. I will be making a couple more videos, just different ideas that flitted through my brain, such that it is. Yeah, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to go through it with you. Okay, bye.